To think about that, the end of a president's administration is when they really push forward the legacy making stuff. Like, ooh, what do we have to look forward to here?
Especially when there's no election that he's got to win. You know, do you think we're gonna see some return to the normal corrupt way of doing business? Well, we were talking about the turnstile going out to defense companies was the example I was using 15 minutes ago, but like, let's be honest here. That turnstile exists probably even heavier to companies like this. You know, guys can leave the government where they're making $106,000 a year, and with all the information they have after a 15-year career there, go right over to Google. And now on top of that, they also have their old buddies at their old job who want to contact them about things and take their little something. And it creates this unholy alliance that, I mean, we've seen this play out. You've reported on it too, you know, with even censorship concerns and stuff like that.
Yeah, totally. In the case of the social media companies communicating with government about material that they consider to be disinformation, I mean, they formalized it to the point that they have like automated systems in place to respond to certain things. I remember
AI systems?
I don't know if it's AI, but it must be, because just to give you an example, when I did the story on the Vance dossier, that was taken down by Facebook, Instagram, and it was all instantaneous. It was like there couldn't have been any time. So it's like there's something in place where I actually talked to somebody about this. They have some kind of a kill switch in place for certain kinds of, you know, if it's deemed like national security or whatever. They did end up reinstating it after a day or two, but they took all of it down. And, you know, to some extent, we're living in the shadow of 2016, and these companies are like, well, we don't want to get dragged in front of Congress again and yelled at. So
that's right.
They've adopted, and that's part of the problem with yelling at them is like, you know, they're going to respond and say, okay, well, I don't want to deal with this stuff. Like, let's just defer to whatever the government wants.
I wonder if some of that is like, if some of that is also like the human makeup for the Hunter Biden stuff, where they're like, well, we fucked that one up. So there's Ken guys reporting some on the same people, so let's just under the rug.
I think so, yeah.
And it wasn't even bad. Like we already laid it out earlier. It wasn't even like it was like bad, but maybe it could have been construed as bad.
Right. Totally. I mean, everything they're doing is in the you know, they have a saying, generals always fight the last war.
Mm-hmm.
So they're thinking, what was the last crisis and how do we prevent the last one from happening again this time, even if it's different?
Yeah, you're making a great point here. I've talked to so many people who make this, who I feel like are in good positions to speak on this kind of stuff, who make this point to me where they're like, dude, everyone always talks about, you know, the politics of some of these places and stuff like that. Not saying that doesn't exist. Yes, there's certainly pieces of that. But at the end of the day, the guys at the top are businessmen and women, right? And so they got to make decisions for the business. And to your point, none of them want to be dragged in front of Congress on November 10th, insert year here, by the party that lost, to be grilled about why it's their fault that the other party won. And so they're going to do whatever they can in CYA society, cover your ass, to make sure that that doesn't happen. And what's inevitably going to happen in that case, as we have seen play out in all of the last 3 elections at the very least, is some sort of mistake pertaining to free speech being interrupted and actual things that then, whether it's your dossier, whether it's Hunter Biden thing, whether it's WikiLeaks, whatever it is, something that actually perhaps affects the outcome of an election.
Totally. And that's not always weighed, because it's just all this hysterical coverage about, oh, they didn't take this down, they didn't take that down. It's like, well, consider the counterfactual, that they're proactively going out and taking all these things down. Isn't there concern that they do the wrong thing? And clearly we see that they have done so.
Yeah. Strange times, man. It's crazy that we're only, like 7-8 months into the second term. It's
yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ. Do you think
to think about that, the end of a president's administration is when they really push forward the legacy making stuff. Like, ooh, what do we have to look forward to here?
Especially when there's no election that he's got to win. You know, do you think we're gonna see some return to the normal corrupt way of doing business?
No.
In 28, you don't.
No, I think Mamdani blew that up. I mean, if there was any question about it. I mean, you know, I always compare it to physics. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. That discontent is still going to be there, even if Trump is not, and it's going to inhabit another body. It'll find someone else to represent it, I think, because it's not going to just unless the grievances are addressed, which I think I'm safe to assume the elites will not do that. They will remain and they will take another form.
Now, Mom, Donnie's he is a canary in the coal mine for sure. I agree with you. I think that's a great point. It's a big job, but it's still mayor in New York. It's not like he was running for Senate or president or something like that. Do you think that part of the culture change mantle moving forward is going to be the injection of, I don't know, some sort of celebrity type people gravitating towards like those top roles, and that's who we're choosing from because these are the people that have eyeballs online?
I don't think we can predict it any more than I could have predicted that Trump was going to become president in 2016. And I was someone who thought he would win. But
how early did you think that?
Only the year of, because I didn't really think of the guy much. I just thought of him as like, oh yeah, that's the guy from The Apprentice or whatever. Like he had given indications of political, ambitions, but I never could have predicted that. And so my honest guess is that the Democratic nominee, I bet we don't know who it is right now. I bet we couldn't guess if I was given like 10 names. I bet you it might be someone like Stephen Smith, who talks about politics, isn't from the system, but comments on it and inhabits this sort of position that roughly Trump did in 2015, where he's angry and talks about things, but is kind of seen as basically, I don't laugh stuff off like media seems happy to do.
Yeah,
where they'll go, Stephen Smith, pff. You've seen some of this polling, right? I mean, he polls above like some of the top Democrats. That's not to say that he would win, but I'm saying that there's clearly interest in an outsider at this point, which by definition means that we won't know the person's name, at least in a political context.
First they laugh, then they yell, then they drink.
Exactly.
We've seen it over and over again. They're gonna find a way to make the same mistakes, and whether it's with him or someone else, it does feel like the way our world works now, everything is about attention and influence, and there is a facade that's now down of like the politicians. The politicians that get attention now are the ones that at least try to play the game like a Trump plays, be ridiculous on social media, get into fucking Twitter wars with this guy or that guy.
Do you see Gavin Newsom? He had a post that sounded just like Trump.
He did?
It's like they're picking up on this thing.
Pull it up.
Just yesterday, I think. It was like in all caps, and it was like very unlike Gavin Newsom.
Honestly,
people were laughing about it.
He is so Gavin Newsom is the most shameless motherfucker of all time. I halfway
Hey,
respect it, man.
You gotta watch yourself. He might come on the show.
Yeah.
I could see him asking you.
Yeah, I've had a firm no politicians rule, and I've adhered
That's a
to
good
it
rule.
for 330 some episodes. So I think we'll keep it that way for a while. You got something, Joe?
Is it It's like some all caps thing. Yep, there it is.
Donald Trump, if you do not stand down, we will be forced to lead an effort to redraw maps in California to offset the rigging of maps in red states. But if the other states call off their redistricting efforts, we will do the same. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
So this is our future. Wait, to answer your question, when Trump leaves office, everyone else will just become Trump.
Yeah. Did you see the behind the scenes video that shows how he does this?
Trump?
Yeah.
I've read about how apparently he has he workshops ideas with people and they type them up or something, right?
Yeah. So there's...
I didn't know there's a
what
video.
the fuck was it called? His campaign did like a 6-part behind the scenes thing at the tail end, like around from the assassination time last year until the end. Can you search Trump tweeting documentary? And there's like a scene that shows it. And he's just like sitting there while they're doing some sort of like Democratic debate or something like that. And he's like, Obama doesn't know. And there's just some girl like typing away anything, period. He did nothing for this country. It's just fucking, I'm sure a lot of people out there have seen it, but
I haven't seen this.
and then like you have like Tulsi Gabbard sitting in the room and she like goes, ooh, add in this part. And he's like, oh, that's good. Yeah, add that. And it's like, this is not good.
It's like the writer's room in like a comedy show.
No, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, this is like the writer's room, but we're dealing with the consequences. Oh my God, it's hard. You gotta laugh.
And the thing is, and people like it more than the Democrats, which is like a ChatGPT.
Yes.
You know? Those are your choices: the writer's room or ChatGPT.
Or ChatGPT. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, I think that was it, Joe. I think you had it. That was it. Yes, this is it. Yeah. Can we pull this up?
Yeah.
Behind the scenes glimpse on how Trump posted on social media during Harris DNC speech. That's what it was. Here we go. Do we have volume?
Oh, sorry about that.
You good?
Thank you.
Oh my God, is she crazy?
Thank you so very much. Thank you, everyone.
It's like a bad SNL skit.
Thank
Oh, too
you.
many thank yous. That must be 35.
Traveling from India
That's
to
good.
California with an unshakable dream to be the
Just type it away.
How many people are watching?
Can we tell how many, Dan? How many people are watching?
She's talking about how great San Francisco was before she destroyed it. A lot of inflation and crime.
He's not proposing a single policy, not one policy proposal. Ours' biography won't lower your prices at the grocery store.
Or at the pub.
But they're putting veterans out on the streets.
33,000 homeless veterans. Country, okay, say these the things of which she complains. The things of which she
In many
This
ways,
is how he does it.
Wow.
Donald Trump is an unserious man.
Oh.
You hear that, Phil? It's great, right? Ready? These prosecutions were all started by her and Biden against their political opponents. Me. Get that out right away, John.
Get that out right away. All right, that's good, Joe.
Oh,
You get the
lying
idea, though.
against
They're just
Wow.
working material.
So they just want to feed like directly into his brain now, and there's no mediated, you know.
Maybe Elon Neuralinked him in the first 6 months or something, so he can just be like, Neuralink, send it out.
No, this goes to your point about social media and people wanting stuff. You know, everything is mediated now. Yeah. There's no private life anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like the streamer president, basically, right?
That's exactly right. That's where the culture is now. You know, people just want to like sit there and have updates all the time on things that technically on a minute to minute aren't affecting the most important things in their life, but it's the pure Truman Show entertainment of it.
I feel that in my job. I mean, you're under pressure to produce stuff like every day and say something about everything that happens. And sometimes this is something our editor's been really good on. It's just like, well, if you don't have something to say, let's not say something. But that's not rewarded.
Thank you guys for checking out this clip. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and hit the like button on this video. It is a huge, huge help. And if you'd like to check out this clip's full podcast episode, that link is in the description below or right here. And finally, you can follow me on Instagram and X by using the links in my description below.